everything is running, functioning as best as I can. Guess where I'm leaving from? That's right, my favorite store, the Quick Trip in Wisconsin. Quick Trip. Quick Trip card. Got this from my husband for my birthday gift. It helps because, well, that's where I buy his milk from, off of the card. So is it necessarily really a gift for me, or a perk, a benefit, if you will, not using my cash and using the card? Regardless, either way, I love gift cards and I love Quick Trip. What did I buy? Bacon, of course. As you know, I have dehydrated. I almost said deep fried. I have dehydrated the 2 pounds that I had last week of bacon. Loved it. Loved it. But now the shelf is empty and I need to restock. So tonight, before I go to bed, 2 pounds are going back in the dehydrator. I think I have fans that have loved the dehydrated bacon and have given it a try, which is good because it's all about the fat and satiation. I had a marvelous vacation week. Most of the time I spent it with all, as they say, all y'all. Ryan Hall, y'all. Speaking of Ryan Hall, those of you that live on the eastern side of the United States, please be safe. I understand that the city of New York was going to pay people. I just heard a little clip as I turned on the car, turned over the ignition and listened to a little bit of the news. And they said New York City was paying people to shovel. So it reminded me of back in the day when, before a Packers game, and when it had a humongous snowstorm, they would pay people to do the same up in Lambeau Field. Snow remover detail. I did that once in my lifetime. You only live once, and you have to do at least one thing in your life, unless it's illegal. Or in my case, drugs, as I brought it up at my last live yesterday. I know what chocolate tastes like. Don't feel compelled to try it again. I've seen and I know what cocaine looks like. Don't have ever felt compelled to want to give it a try. It's almost common sense. Speaking of common sense, I'm sure that everybody watching this right now, my loyal subscribers, my channel members, if you will, understand that Butter Bob is back. And on my class today, my Kelly Hogan class, they were talking about that. Saw me on there. Apparently, the chat was going so fast. I was listening intently to all my friends that were speaking about their carnivore journey. What brought them to eat a very simple diet, albeit keto, carnivore, whatever the case may be. Butter Bob had us all on a panel. It was fabulous. I was on every panel and every live that I could possibly do this week. Some people may say that, oh, Jerry, you monopolize all the channels and doing all the lives. But I think of it this way. Again, common sense. All you guys ever do is hear me when the host of any given live topic will read the comments. They'll say, for example, "This is Jerry chiming in. It's 7 degrees in Sampson, Wisconsin." So you know I'm actually listening, but I may not be on that particular panel. I'm just engaging with Mitch. I really enjoyed Mitch's channel. Now remember, I came to Mitch because of my mother's uncle, which would mean my great uncle. Fond memories of my uncle. So I look at Mitch and that brings back the happy memories for me of back in the day. And today, what is today? Obviously, other than work, I plan on getting to work by 12 noon and working until 10 p.m., maybe midnight. It depends on the customer load. Also, I have not corresponded with anyone in member of management throughout the entire week, nor am I required to. I was on vacation. So I don't know what the workload entails. Is John Deere busy that they have all of a sudden this sudden influx of orders that we need to refill or case or whatever the case may be? Perhaps. I'll cross that road when I get there to that bridge. But I packed all the foods today. Let me tell you what I packed. And it does include cheese in the form of cottage cheese. I packed 2 servings. Measured them all according to chronometer because that's how I roll. 2 servings of the Daisy cottage cheese. 2 of the Amy Lou is what they're called from Costco sausages. 8, yeah, that's right, 8 of the mini burgers. They're bigger than my fingers right now, but they're the ones that my friend Debbie had got me hooked on. I've been buying them before, but it reminded me, because I was shopping at Costco often, when I saw Debbie talk about it, it reminded me, you know what? I love those burgers. I like them thick as I prepare them in the air fryer, so they're rare, because when I cook them at work, there'll be still just a little tinge on the pink side, on the inside. And if I do them at home, I will make something that we call smash burgers. Culver's custard is known. Culver's custard, as a matter of fact, started in Wisconsin, in Sauk City, where my sister lives, and they are known for the smash butter burger. Take the same size patty. Maybe it's a meatball. I've never been in the kitchen of a Culver's custard. So akin to the patty, a likeness, on a hot griddle skillet on the stove, smash it down so it's very thin. Yes, it's probably as thin as a McDonald's burger that my husband buys for the dogs. But all it is meat. So I'm going to be working for 10 hours or 12 hours, but I'm coming prepared. So because you're hearing me have all of these foods prepared, understand I may not eat them all. I made myself the last of the shrimp. I scampied it, butter and garlic, because I still do the spices, salt. I have really backed way back from putting any pepper on any of my food. That's just how I am. Back in the day, when one would eat a bowl of glyphosate, aka salad, sure, restaurants, waitress would ask you, would you like fresh cracked black pepper on there, or grated cheese, the type that when they say when, and you're sitting there, is your wrist hurt yet? They're doing all the Olive Garden. If you know, you know. Somebody said that they bought one of those for their home use. Good deal. I will throw my Parmesan that I get in the blocks into the Vitamix. Pardon me. I'll throw it into the Vitamix and make it turn it into powder there. But now I'm out of Parmesan as I use the last maybe tablespoon on the shrimp scampi for today. What else do I have? Which I think is really enough. I think it's enough. Oh, bubble water. I made sure I brought the electrolyte mix that I made in just plain salt water, if you will. And even if I forget, I still have the Redmond's real salt at my disposal in those cute little salt shakers. I take the pinch, as they say, and put it into every glass. Hence, ensuring that I'm getting enough salt, sodium, minerals, etc. Another thing too is I have a big bottle that I refill of the Keto Chow minerals. Yes, the one with Dr. Berry that I have done shots plural of that when I fast. It is downright despicable tasting if you're gonna run, in my case, a half of a capful down your gullet. Woo. But if you want something leg cramp wise to disappear as fast as you down it, that's the stuff to have. So I have that, I have fasting drops, I have electrolyte drops, and the little bottles that I refill off of the big bottle into the little bottles and take it for work. So I'm completely prepared for and Nosh right there. Chances that my supervisor would be able to smell shrimp scampi, me eating that in a confined area of the factory. Yeah, pretty good, right? Pardon me as I take a sip of coffee. I can't right now. Sorry. Collagen coffee this morning and a teaspoon of grass-fed beef gelatin. I think I told you, maybe I've shown you in my house, but here's natural daylight. This is the gel polish that I have gotten on Saturday when I got my manicure. I don't know if it's in camera shot or not. I make sure my nails are very short, and they were all uniform for the girl to do my nails. But it's the first time in 65 years that I have ever done a nail polish manicure. I don't get them that often, manicures. I can count on one hand, but the times that I have had a manicure in my life. Pedicures, I have to get them often because, well, I have composite toed shoes, or to understand, they're steel toed shoes. Pardon me. And when they rub on my feet, that can be painful, so I have to make sure and ensure that my feet are very well taken care of. If I'm standing on them a lot, it really is helpful. It's not necessarily for the cutesiness. I'm not a sandals type of girl, exposing my toes and doing all that stuff. This is merely for medical reasons why I get pedicures. Always get them in red because my mother always did that. So we have a tendency to do the same thing as our parents have done. Old habits die hard. Pardon me. Oh, the construction is starting again in Wisconsin. Yay! That's good. Though I don't think we're done with winter. March hasn't come in like a lion yet, but I'm prepared. That snowstorm that we have, I'm not leaving. Would the Denali be able to go through it? I'm sure it would. But that's why God made sick days, and we get 10 of them. Sick days. Am I going to use all of them? Am I even going to retire? Should I have retired on my birthday? Probably. Will I retire? Pardon me. On the anniversary of my employment, which is in June? Why? When I can wait till the end of the fiscal year for a full profit sharing at the end of the year and maybe retire in August. Or do I stretch it out until the end of this year? I don't know. Do I wait until I'm 67 years old? Golly, I like being able to get out and work. I liked it in real estate. I liked just to be out with people. I have you, of course, as friends, but seriously, I don't want to spend all day on the YouTube like I have been this past last week. Jerry, you're a hypocrite. You were on YouTube more often than I was. That's a truer statements have never been heard, because I was. It's going to be hard to go back to work, but again, I'm going to listen to everybody. Listen to today is the official graduating ceremony for my classmates and myself, the Kilt's Mighty network of coaching classes. Now, you all know I did the first course. I passed it. The second course was offered to us for free to take it, etc., etc. But I still have to work. And my boss will not let me attend the graduate. Oh, would you mind if from 5:30 until, I don't know, 6:30, 7:30, would you mind terribly if I have attended a graduation ceremony? Oh, no, they'd be flipped out. It's 4:30 Central Time, so I have to get that right. So I'll be listening to that tonight. I will be with my classmates in spirit, rooting them on up in Chetek, Wisconsin. Nevertheless, rooting them on. So yay to all of us. I have attended every Kilt's Mighty Network class that they have had since last year when I had the surgery on my hip, and I was home and I could afford the time as I was healing in May. And whoops, the police are out here and I don't know why. Weird. End of the month? No. Oh, they're just talking to each other. I could afford the time in my healing to be able to do the classes, but now it's imperative for me to listen to the classes and then go back to be able to review the tape if there were any visuals that I needed to see. Were they talking about something in particular that I needed to pay attention to? I'm 6 blocks away from my job right now. High traffic zone. What in the world? Is there a sale going on over there? So I'm glad that you all had the opportunity to drive with me to work today. Once I park, like I usually do, backup beeper, beep, 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 beep. Once I park, I'll look at the chat, say hello to you all, see if there's anything pressing that I need to talk about, need to address. I will say hello to everyone. I won't read them verbatim where it says, hello Barb, hello Mary, hello Lynn, hello Amy. That I won't read, but I will address you all. And I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. It is going to be a cold in the 20s temperature up here, but they're not forecasting any snow as of yet. I don't know. Ooh, there's one more second shifter already here, and me. We're both early, which is good. Go get that money, like Lynn says. Get the money, Jerry. That's right. Get the money, pay the bills. I made massive bill payment this weekend. Massive. Okay, sorry about that. Get myself in position. There we go. Turn off the ignition. Pick up the phone and say hello to you. And thank you for coming on. There's 6 people that are on right now. Hooray. Hooray. Jenny is here. Hi, Jenny. Hi. Helix is here. Hello, Helix. Fabulous interview with Amy and your lives. I attended your lives too this weekend, your cooking lives. You are a doll, Helix. Robin. Jenny says, hi, Jerry. I just got my gift card a few minutes ago, literally in snail mail, right, Jen? I love the card you sent it, and thanks. Thank you. Okay, John's here. John Together Strong. Jerry, the video is up. Hello, everyone. Yes, John. So good. Jen E. The Crafters. I never saw that your full name. I just see you on Barbara all the time. Oh, fabulous. Thank you, John, for including that link. I appreciate it. Okay, John's saying goodbye, so John's taking care of business. Jerry, I don't know if you got my message, but I literally just got my gift card. Yes, I did. When I drive, Jen, understand, it's not that I'm avoiding people, because I'm not. I have to pay attention to the road. So I know people understand. Maybe rude, but I know it is. Signing off, my signal is not good. Oh, Cass. Hello, Cass. Hi, thanks for coming. At least thanks for coming for the short time you spent there. Hey, there's John Beatty. It's the Carnivore Police. LOL. Jerry, you need to do a video on dehydrating bacon for us, please. Okay, I will do. I will do a live video because, John, I need some space on this cell phone. And you know I'm technologically not savvy. Hi, Danny. Danny in Boston. Hi, Jerry. Have a great day. And there's Ace, Florida. Ace, FLA1. Hi there, everyone. Well, I got everybody. Thank you to everybody that came on to the chat and drove me into work. I appreciate it. It was a safe ride. Had the sunglasses. Road conditions are good. Everything is dry. It's wonderful. Now, will I be able to survive in the real world right now? That's the big question. So thank you again so much, everybody. Hugs and kisses to everyone. I appreciate it. I will see you again tomorrow. Update tomorrow. A day in Jerry's life. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. At least I don't know yet. Okay, everybody. Toodles.